Hi, I'm Kat Kremser for CreativePro, and in this video, I'll show you how to work with guides in Adobe Illustrator. One of the most basic types of guides you can make is a ruler guide. If you don't see rulers turned on in your document, you can go here to the View menu, down to Rulers. It should say Show Rulers if they're hidden, and you just click that to bring those up. Once your rulers are visible, you can click and drag into your document to add either a horizontal or a vertical guideline. A few things to note about guides: they can be selected and moved and transformed like any other shape in your document. You can use the Properties panel here to set precise positions, and these objects won't print or show up when you export your artwork. They also show up on top of any art that's in your document regardless of what layer order it's in. So if I go ahead and make a blue square here, you can see that they show up on top of that square, even though the square is at the top of the stacking order if we look at our Layers panel. When you don't have anything in your document selected, you'll see some options show up here in your Properties panel to turn on and off your rulers, to turn on and off a grid if you decide to use that for snapping, or your guide options down here where you can toggle the visibility, the lock status, or turn your smart guides on and off. You'll also see snapping options, and these are really important depending on how you're trying to work. I have snap to point on, and I like to work just with that when I'm working with guides. I also like to make sure that my smart guides are turned on. So I'll go into my View menu and show you my settings here. Smart Guides is on. You'll want to check under Rulers to make sure those are on if you need those. And then under the Guides menu, you'll want to make sure that the status of your guides is visible and unlocked when you're creating or trying to move them. The last section down here has all of the snapping options. And as I mentioned, if you're just trying to work with guides that you're creating, I like to make sure that only Snap to Point is turned on. There's a lot of combinations you can experiment with to customize your setup as you get more advanced, but let's take a look at the very basics of snapping objects to guides. Because I have my smart guides turned on, if I hover over my shape here, you'll see that little pink text that comes up and says Path. And then if I hit right there at the corner, you'll see Anchor. I'm going to click down when I see Anchor and drag my shape over here where my guides cross. You'll see that the cursor turns white when it snaps to one guide. And if I move here into the corner, you'll see it turns into a smaller white cursor with a little cross graphic there to let us know that we're snapping right into that corner. So I'll just go ahead and let go, and now our shape is perfectly snapped to these guides. You might be wondering about the difference between a guide and a smart guide. So a guide is these lines that we've used the ruler to create, whereas smart guides are these tooltips that come up that help us identify and snap to objects and artboards that are in our document. To demonstrate this, I'm just going to grab another shape and show you what happens as we move this towards our rectangle. You can see these pink lines popping up intermittently. That shows me, for example, that now the left edge of the circle is aligned with the right edge of the rectangle. You can think of smart guides as a set of invisible guides and tooltips that help you use existing artwork or your artboard bounds to align objects without having to physically create specific guides. One quick trick if you want to clear all of the guides in your document is to go ahead up to your View menu into the Guides submenu and just go ahead and click Clear. I'll delete these shapes and then I'll show you how to turn any object into a guide. Let's say I want to add a uniform margin all the way around my artboard here. This is a 1000 pixel square document, so I'll go ahead and grab my rectangle tool and just make a 900 by 900 pixel square. I'll use the Align shortcuts in my Properties panel just to put that exactly in the center of my artboard. And now this blue square is where I want my active content area to be, and I'll want a guide to help make sure that nothing's going outside my margins and that everything's aligned. You can turn almost any shape in Illustrator into a guide by simply having it selected, going up to your View menu here, back into the Guide submenu, and just click Make Guide. Now you'll see that it lost its fill, and if I deselect here, it's the same color as the rest of our guides, and mousing over with the Smart Guides activated will show me that this is in fact a guide now. And that means, again, that it won't print and it won't show up when you export your files, and that it will show up on top of any artwork or elements in your document. If for any reason you want to reverse this process, you can just select your guide, go back up here into our Guides menu, and just click Release, and then you'll have artwork that functions as a normal object once again. If you want to adjust any of the settings on your guides, you can come up into your Edit menu, down to Preferences, and just go to Guides and Grid. Here you can set the default color, the default style between a solid line and a dotted line. Right below the Guides and Grid, you'll see the Smart Guides tab, which has its own set of options. And again, you can choose the default colors and choose how those little tooltips show up. You might want to turn off some of these options if you find that you're getting too much information you don't need. I'd encourage you to experiment with different combinations of settings to see what works best with your personal workflow.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And for thousands more how-to articles and tutorials, visit our website, creativepro.com, and become a member today. Thanks for learning with us.